What is up? What's happening? It is your favorite, maybe even most hated reactor in these YouTube streets, along with a friend of mine that goes by the name of Chatterzone, and we are here to react to this new hard target live with you. I hope that y'all are ready, man. I'm just gonna take a second and pull it up on my phone so that I can see y'all's comments. Pull it up over here to the side as well. Make sure that I'm good. Make sure that I'm live. Let's see. And we are. I'm gonna give just a couple of minutes. Let me pull up the scene with me and my dog so that I'm not on here by my lonely. What's up, dog?
What up? Chatterzone in the house.
Chatterzone is in the house. I'm trying to get my video to pull up.
Predicate winner zone.
I like that. Thoughts of a chatter. Let's see. I got something going on and I can't pull the video up. But it will work itself out. Alex is in here. Jody's in here. What's good? What's good? What's good?
What up?
I can't pull it up on my phone. I was hoping I could see the comments that way, but can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay, you can see me. So you can see this screen, but you can't see the comment screen. Shit.
That's right. But I mean, I can get on my MacBook right in front of me and look.
I think something's just wrong with my phone. I don't think that it's the actual software.
I was hoping I could. Yeah, I can see us right now on my laptop.
All right, I got it. All right, what is good, everybody? What's good, Jody? What is good, Alex, and everybody that is watching this in the future? What's good? I hope all of y'all are well. Y'all make sure to go give my boy a subscription real quick. He is fixing to comment. He has commented. I'm excited to get into this. This is our first time, I think, doing a reaction to a Hard Target song for the first time for both of us, correct?
Well, we did, didn't we do Lot on My Mind?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is the first time we heard that one too.
Yep.
I guess this one just feels a little more exciting because it's new, maybe.
It's been a while too. Yeah,
man. Well, thank you for joining me, bro. I gotta come and join you one of these days for a live.
That's right.
And thank all of you guys for watching, man. If y'all are ready to get into it, let's do it. I ain't got much of an introduction to Spat unless you got something to say.
I see Hazel in there. I didn't forget about you.
Hazel. All right, y'all ready? Let's kick this thing off, bro. The new HT. You hear everything all right? All right.
She don't love me anymore, and I can't take it. I guess my lonely, stubborn heart was meant for breaking. Well, she's all ready to go, so I just let her leave. I drink my liquor straight, I'm not the one for change. You always put on a show, but you ain't fooling me.
Is that dirty?
Cause I ain't got the time or patience. Yeah.
I want to shout him out real quick. I've heard him rap. I ain't heard him do that. That's super dope.
It reminds me of another singer that I can't come to mind, but I dig it.
That's a super dope precedent to set in the song too. It's like, man, she's leaving. I don't want you to leave, but I ain't even gonna fight for it, bro. I'm just at my wits' end. That's how I feel sometimes, man. Like, I'm done fighting. I'm done trying to make this work. I'm done. Like, I love you, but you can't accept me for who I am. Peace. That's what it feels like.
You can lose all the effort in the snap of a finger.
HT's gonna kill this.
Man, I guess I'm a dumb drunk, and the way I play my cards was dumb luck. Lightning in the bottle, I'm love struck, and I ain't a betting man. I gambled a wedding band, she wanted a better hand. That's something that's just that take me back to the altar, trying to say it's all my fault. Her daddy still hate me cause the ways I faltered. Didn't get a chance, always play hands cautious. Hallmark cards weren't an option. I could take the blame for the pain that caused her. But would she do the same if the blame was on her? Maybe this won't work, or maybe this gon' hurt. It's the only time I ever really regretted my own words. Getting sick of this merry-go-round, the way that it goes down. I'm guessing we'll never know if we never figure it out. But you won't give it a chance, cause you ain't sticking around. What the fuck am I supposed to do now? She don't love me.
He smoked that. He smoked that. That's my favorite type of hard target right there, bro. That's the hard target we fell in love with when we were 15. I mean, pause, but fell in love with when we were 15 years old. Like, that's my favorite form of him, bro. It's like there's something different about HT when he gets in that bag of like heartfelt content. Like, it's poetic.
I agree, and you know him talking about going around and around in the merry-go-round. Man, when you're in a bad relationship, man, that's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, and I mean, speaking to the talent of being able to, the whole verse to me, just he's always been so good at the heartfelt like relationship issue type of vibe and type of song. But that's my favorite version of him, man, because it feels like it really feels real. You know what I mean? Not to say that his other stuff doesn't feel real, but there's just something different about this type of music from him, man. I love it. I do.
That's his bag, man. That is his bag.
100. And this also, it's reminiscent of like that older vibe of Hard Target where I feel like it's just hip hop. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yep.
He feels at home.
That's right.
That's dope. I like it so far. Let's see what Dirty's talking about. Or he might even have a second verse.
I guess my lonely, stubborn heart was meant for breaking.
Hey.
Well, she's all ready to go, so I just let her leave.
He's smoking this, bro.
Straight, I'm not the one for change. You always put on a show, but you ain't fooling me. 'Cause I ain't got the time or patience.
He smoked that hook, boy. He smoked that hook, dog. I listen, man. I drink my liquor straight. I ain't the type to be chasing. I like that line, bro.
Yep. And at the end, man, I ain't got the time or the patience, man.
None.
Heavy relatability, man. Heavy relatability.
100%. This is how my wife should have felt about me. I mean, but I do get it. But I get being at that wit's end. Like even me and her at our worst. We're at this point where I'm just super thankful that we didn't split. But I do feel that. I feel that tension of like, you know, you're throwing stuff at a wall, you're punching walls because you don't want to punch a girl, obviously, and you're pissed, and you know that there's just no coming to, and it's either you have to budge or she has to budge, and neither one of y'all are budging. Where does that leave you? It leaves you with like peace, girl. Like I'm not gonna chase you at this point. You gotta go. Even if I self-admittedly at that point in time, like my stance was, you gotta go because I don't deserve you. I don't deserve to be in a situation, and I'm never gonna be able to be who you want me to be. This vision that you got of me, you might as well get that out your system. I don't know who that is. I'm a piece of trash. I'm dirt. And you fell in love with me. And we're in love with each other at this point. What do you want from me? Luckily things worked out for me and my wife, but I totally understand where it doesn't work out for so many people.
That's right, man. And I'll tell you what, man, coming from a toxic relationship like that, for me, after going through that, I'll tell you right now, I would rather be single for the rest of my life than to ever be in a toxic relationship ever again.
Yeah. And what's up to everybody in the comments, man? Shout out to Keith. Shout out to Alex, Jody. Shout out to the newest member of the squad, Garbled. Shout out to Keith. Shout out to Hazel. Shout out to Crawfish. I see all of y'all, man. Thank y'all. We're going to get to the comments here in just a little bit after the song is over with, but I just wanted to shout y'all out, man. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share it with your brother. Share it with your sister. Share it with your mama. Share it with your friend. And then go subscribe to my boys' channel and share it out with all the same folks. That was my salesman bag. All right, let's go.
And I wish I had foresight, maybe I'd have seen this coming. I'm down bad, damn, I need my woman. Took for granted
excited.
all the time that we had, and I fucked up, cause you were there when I needed something. Hope this reaches some. A hard-headed motherfucker like me couldn't see a good thing if it hit him. Instead of being blinded by your pride that you're hiding inside, get your ass up out your seat and go get him. Baby, I know I did you so wrong. I can't believe it's been this long. Hell, I know I'm a bad man. What if this is the last dance? Then I hope they get a moment to play our song. I'm just praying for better days, how to let her down in a better way. I'm living and regretting this bet I made. The moment we set a date, to the minute she went away, I had a pity party, all I do is self-medicate. She don't love me anymore.
Smoked 202, bro.
Dog.
I'm so impressed by his growth as an artist, bro.
Yes,
Straight up.
yes, man. I just preached about this on my channel last night about how, you know, none of us are perfect, man, and neither am I. And I've been in those times. If I can look back at my past and go, you know what? In my bad times when I was an addict, heavy into it, I probably let the good one go. If you get that saying, you know, you may have let the good one go, and we can do that when we're being ignorant and hard-headed, just like Hard Target was talking about.
100%. I almost let my good one go too. I did. I'm so thankful for my wife, bro. Music like this, not only can I relate to it, because I can relate, believe it or not, to the people out there that think that I'm just lucky and fortunate. I can relate to the pain. I can relate to the gutter, the bottom barrel of relationships. Like, we had a really ugly, toxic relationship for a really long time. The whole first couple of years of our marriage, and, you know, years before that, was just literally... I don't even know why we were with each other for a large amount of that time. Like, I know I loved her, you know what I mean? And what attracted me the most during that point in time was how just down she was. Like, she was just a down ass girl, bro. Like, no matter what I did, she stuck with me. She didn't cheat. She never even thought about cheating. And that was attractive to me within itself. Not to mention the fact that my wife is gorgeous, but like beyond that, I knew I didn't want to lose her. But when we were at that bad point, like for years, bro, like that bad point, man, I hated it. I hated even being in a relationship, because I felt like all I was doing was dragging this person that I love down. And when I feel like that, and I feel like I can't do anything about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, what at that point in time, think about the attitude that you have when you're on drugs, bro. Like, what you want me to do? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, I have to lie to you about everything that I do. I have to lie to you about being sober. I have to lie to you about where I'm going. I have to lie to you about why I'm out at 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning while you're at home with my daughter. I have to lie to you about my goals. I have to lie to you about what I want to do for a living. I have to lie to you about my entire life.
Yep.
And
the disappointment of it all.
Facts.
And you have to disappoint them every single day.
Every day. And I don't even share that dream with you. Like, you have this dream, white picket fence, buying a house, get like... I don't have that dream at that point in time, bro. My dream is, how am I going to roll out of bed tomorrow morning without these substances that I need to put in my body? You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's nasty. I mean, what a freeze frame right here, by the way.
Right.
But no, and I Dirty killed this hook, bro. This showcased a whole new element of him to me I didn't know that he had. And I'm an R&B guy. Like, I love R&B music. Dog, you might have a little bit of an R&B side to you, bro.
Yo, he really did. He really did his thing on this hook, man. I've dug into the Dirty Bag a little bit on my channel. But this is the first time I've really heard him sing like this, and I'm super impressed.
I like it, bro. Shout out to DM. I see you in the comments, brother. You said this is your first time hearing him sing like this?
Yeah, like this, yeah.
That's hard, bro. So he is showcasing a new skill set to the world right now, then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I love this. This is probably, I like Ice Cold Lake a lot too. Hard Target's kind of on one right now, but this hits a little closer to home for me. Not subject matter wise or lyrically, but like the sound, the sonics of this is reminiscent of the type of music that me and you love. So I rock with this heavy. I rock with this real heavy.
These two don't miss. The music that these guys make, I've heard, this is the 4th or 5th song I've heard from these two. They are great collaborators.
Yeah. I at this point, I think that we just have to say that Hard Target is just a great collaborator in general, though, because I agree with what you're saying, and it takes a real artist to be able to collab and give you great music, no matter who they collab with. But I still like Simple Man and Hard Target. Simple Man just reposted something today where some other reactor, shout out to whoever you were, was saying that he was that Hard Target was the Simple Man were like the new version of Outkast. And I was like,
Yeah.
bro, I said that first, but it's all right. All right, let's finish this up, man. We only got 10 more minutes.
I can't take it. I guess my lonely, stubborn heart was meant for breaking.
Now that goes hard.
Well, she's all ready to go, so I just let her leave. I drink my liquor straight, I'm not the one for change. You always put on a show, but you ain't fooling me. 'Cause I ain't got the time or patience, oh no.
By the way, Dirty, we are expecting this live, bro. We expecting you to go live with this one, dog. We need to see that.
They were talking about that. I caught the very last, 10
Did-
seconds of their original live, and I could see where they were talking about that in the live chat.
Yeah? What did
Yeah.
they say? Did he say he'd be able to do it?
They were just kind of picking at him about it, I think. I didn't catch the whole thing.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, man, any last thoughts that you want to put on this?
Man, I really, really love these songs. If anybody watches Thoughts of a Pretty Good Winner's channel or my channel, you know that we are big and heavy on relatability. Relatability is key,
100.
and it is replay value. And man, I couldn't be happier with this song. This is a dope song, and I like introspectiveness that Target had in his second verse as well, because it takes a real man to look themselves in the mirror and admit their own faults in relationships.
I agree. Yeah, 100%. Because even I give people advice a lot, and I had to have a lot of conversations with people at the shop or just in life in general. Different friends that will call me about things. And I can't tell you, just as a people person, all the different people that I talk to on a daily basis, I can't tell you how many men and women, for that matter, have a real issue with just taking accountability for their missteps and hiccups. And you know what's crazy, bro? Is even like my wife, who I got the screen all kinds of messed up. Sorry,
Man, you're good.
even like my wife, bro, who she did nothing wrong on the scale. Like if there was a scale of wrongdoings, oh my God, bro! Like my wife did nothing. She had this, but she even takes accountability for certain things, like not trying to communicate the right way with me, not trying to be sympathetic, which I don't want, but she still takes accountability for stuff like that. Like, not being able to be talked to about the midst of drugs. Like she felt a way, like, how do you not feel like you can come to me when you're in a crisis? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my reaction to that was like, how could I come to you in this crisis? Yeah. You would have just judged me and thrown me to the wolves, bro. Like you didn't want to hear it. It was just, and nobody did. Like, it was just like, when you gonna man up? When you gonna get off of these drugs? And in retrospect, I look at that situation and I'm like, thank God that nobody had that kind of sympathy for me, or I might not have ever got out of there, because too much sympathy, too many excuses. Word to Hard Target. I had this conversation with him in my interview. Too many excuses will trip you and you'll never get out of that hole. So
yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is exactly right. You will use those excuses to stay in the hole. And not only that, back to accountability. If you don't learn to take accountability, you're never going to grow as a human, in my opinion. You have to learn how to do that to yourself.
I need to know who said this. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, Alex, she said she got truck mount over Outcast any day.
All right.
Ah,
Who has Trailer Made over Outcast any day?
ah, dog, I can't. I don't know if I could. Look, I love me some Trailer Made, okay? I love
Me
Target,
too.
I love Simple, Dirty,
Yeah, don't
Brooklyn, even.
take it the wrong way. Don't
But
take it the
Outkast,
wrong way.
dog.
Don't take it the wrong
Outkast.
way. We're talking about Andre 3000 and Big Boy. We're talking about
Yes.
So Fresh, So Clean. Hey, ya. We're talking about Elevators. We're talking
Yeah.
about Return of the G.
Yep.
No,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted, bro. I love Trailer. I love these guys, bro.
That's right.
Outkast is the best. Outkast is the best group / duo in hip hop history. There's not a better
but-
group or duo.
And we're not talking about this flute playing that Andre 3000 is doing nowadays. We're not talking about that.
Nah, not that at all. We're talking about the art of storytelling part 4, Andre 3000. Yeah. But what's up, y'all? What kind of questions y'all got? Anybody want to ask anything? Anybody want to ask my dog Chatterzone something?
I'm looking at it still. Y'all go click that sub button.
Jody says that they aren't comparable. I will say that when I said the comparison of Outkast and it wasn't to Trailer Made, it was just a Hard Target and Simple Man, and I said it in the light of this was on Gold. I said it about on Gold, where I said this sound is reminiscent of an Outkast or reminiscent of that point in time. A Field Mob, I think I said as well, but. No, they can't be compared, and that's not a shot. Please don't take that the wrong way. That is not a shot at Hard Target and Simple Man. I love Simple Man and Hard Target. I think that they are incredible artists. That's not a shot to say like they're not comparable. I agree with Jody. They're not comparable, and it's
And I think
okay.
I think more so too. Like Hard Target and Simple have that brothership, like Outkast did. They were close together. They were essentially brothers at one point in time.
Facts. And they do bounce off of each other well. It was 2 girls, 1 pod unhinged that said Trailer Made is better in her eyes.
Okay.
I ain't mad at you.
Nah.
I get it, but I can't say that. But I don't like comparing them to Outkast, man, because even though I'm the one that did it originally, I don't like doing it, man, in this form of saying like what's better, because they are totally different. And I think that Hard Target and Simple Man would both tell you that Outkast is like king level. I know that they're both. Because I asked both. I know that they're both inspired by Outkast in some way, shape, or form. But you know what? A better comparison would be, if we're going to do that, would probably be Meth and Red. Method Man and Redman.
Okay.
I think that they're similar to them too. But Gold specifically, the song Gold was so. That had an Outkast feel to it. That's where that came from. It was like, man, this is reminiscent of an Outkast. It wasn't like this is the next Outkast, or I think that these guys are like Outkast. It was just kind of, it sounded kind of Outkasty, which I like. It's like what I said about Pocket Full of Bullets with Adam, where I was like, this is 50 Cent, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, at that part, you're not really comparing. You're just saying like, hey, this reminds me of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I try not to compare with them a lot, bro, because Hard Target says the comparison is the thief of joy. I will never forget him saying that.
And I agree.
Yeah, to an extent, I do too. Especially if you're doing it in like a negative light. You know what I mean?
Yes. But people are going to remind you of other people. It's just how it is, even not in music.
But I'm obsessed with Trailer Made, so I might be biased. That's okay. Hey, let's get this clear. Let's just throw the facts at the wall. There's the wall. Facts. Like, your biases. Let me say it like this. If I'm asking 2 girls, 1 pod, what is your top 5? I would rather you give me your biased favorite top 5 than to tell me some answer that you think sounds cool, which we got too much of today. Too much on Twitter, too much on Instagram, too much of like Jay-Z is the GOAT. Bro, don't nobody believe that Jay-Z is the GOAT. When I used to,
No.
Jay-Z has always been like in my top artist, like top rappers or whatever. I've always liked Jay-Z. I love Hove, but I remember like he'll tell you, bro, we grew up together. When I used to talk about, man, it shouldn't have went off yet. It went off. I lost my dog. I'll tell you, whenever we grew up, you know, hold on. Let me get him back in here. Nah, join body. I'm sorry, y'all. Same technical difficulties I had with Hard Target. I just need to pay for that Zoom. But no, I'll say it like this. I don't feel right doing it now that he ain't on here, but he'll tell you, like, even I used to love Jay-Z, and all of my friends would be like, bro, you are so whack. Jay-Z is whack. And I used to stay like, nah, man, he's one of my favorites. So I would be pressed to tell you that he's not in my top. It would be top 20 somewhere today. But in my top 20 somewhere, because it's not real. My biased is my favorite, and my favorite is always going to be GOATed. Man, I got to get him back in here some way. I'm sorry that I lost Daniel there, y'all. Y'all make sure to subscribe to his channel. He's in the comments, I think, still. Daniel, let's do this. New meeting. All right, y'all, give me 2 seconds. We opening this right back up is what we about to do. Zoom. All right, let's do. Everybody's week going well so far. But shout out to Two Girls One Pod, man. That's, I mean, I don't have no malice in my heart for that, bro. Like, I think that everybody should give their biased opinion, because your biased opinion is your opinion. You know what I mean? I would rather hear somebody's favorites than who they think is the greatest on any given day. And that is 2 separate lists. Daniel, I am sending you another code, bro. We're doing this the unprofessional way, but that is okay. What else we got, man? Jody says, in Outkast Prime, there was no social media. Now they are dropping albums like that. No, that's true. That is very true. Back in Outkast's prime, you had to make legendary music. Think about their competition in that day and time too. Their competition was Nelly, Ludacris, Eminem, 50 Cent. And they still hung, but like at the height, you guys, bro, at the height of G Unit, at the height of gangster rap making its comeback, and you had to be hard like they did Hey Ya. Andre 3000 got up there with a perm and some suspenders and did Hey Ya. At the height of rap, you had to be hard. You got to appreciate Outkast, bro. They're just different. They're just different. What's up, Alex? I prefer unprofessional too. Shout out to Alex. You're a real one, girl. I prefer unprofessional as well. All right. Two Girls, One Pod said I can't pick a top 5. So let me ask you this.
What's up, Alex?
What it is?
Bro, I hear your computer screen.
Yeah, sorry, I paused it.
I was about to say, no, it's cool. I was just like, what is that? All right, so Two Girls, One Pod says she can't pick a top 5. Top 5 what? Rappers?
Like rappers?
That's always fun to talk about.
There is a lot to pick from, man. You're talking about mainstream and independent. It's rough.
It is. It's so hard to pick a top 5, but I know my favorite independent artist, HTCM. See, now this is the thing too. I would have to do 2 separate lists there. I would have to do 2 separate lists because it's a different vibe.
Yes.
It is. I would say my top 5 independents, Adam would be my number 1. I'm going to put Hard Target and Simple Man as a duo. at number 2. I would say Tom would probably be. Hobson would probably be number 3. Tom would probably be my 4. And for 5, I would have to go Mises.
That's a good shout.
I think that's
a super good shout.
For independence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now for regular rappers, my top 5 it doesn't really change. Like, all right, there's an artist section and then a rapper section. If I'm talking about rappers, and some of them coincide, but if I'm talking about rappers, I'm going 50, Wayne, DMX. We're talking about all time, right? 50, Wayne, DMX, and that 5th one, I would probably have to put rappers. I would probably have to put Ludacris there.
Ooh, Luda's a good shout. Man, people sleep on Luda, man.
I mean, if we're talking all time, like Ludacris was my favorite rapper for years. Now, if we're talking about artists, that artist bag is different. That artist bag is Yelawolf, NF, Kanye West. Eminem fits in there for me as well. And
I got Joyner in mind.
An artist, Joyner's an incredible artist.
So versatile.
And I would say DMX fits in that one for me too. All right, let's see. I want to get to a couple more comments before we shut this thing out.
Not even mainstream, though. I wouldn't put Joyner. Would you put Joyner mainstream?
Now, you have to.
Yeah.
You have to now. He's too big, bro. Like, he is mainstream whether he's independent or not. And that's where some people end up. Like, Jelly Roll ends up. Alex said J. Cole. I love J. Cole. I think that J. Cole is amazing. I cannot put him in my 5, though. I can't put no new artist in my top 5. I think that he can out-rap pretty much anybody in my top 5. And this is where you got to go, like, when you start thinking about the unbiased list, that's where you have to come in with, like, the J. Coles and the Kendricks. Yeah. And, I mean, Kendrick was in my top 5 all 2024.
Yeah, I always, man, I hate to say it, but I always forget about Kendrick, man. I hate to say it, but I do. I like him, and I like his music, but I always forget about him.
Jody got an ill top 5, bro. That's an ill top 5.
Wayne, DMX, Master P, dog, yes.
No Limit included in them.
That.
I will tell y'all, bro, a lot of y'all don't know this, but y'all know that the independence that you love so much, that comes from Master P. Master P is the original independent founder. He owned No Limit Records to a T. They did do a Universal deal way down the line, but Master P kept all of his own right. It was literally like, you only get to distribute my music. That's it. All proceeds went to No Limit. All proceeds came back to Master P, and he did everything independently in order to get there. That is your independent, groundbreaking blueprint layer, is Master P. A lot of people don't know that. Shout out to Jody.
Yeah, I can't hate on that list at all.
Luda does deserve to be in the top 5 too, to be honest. So does Salt and Jody. Salt and Pepper.
Oh, man.
Push it. Push it real good.
Nah, we ain't pushing it.
Hey, biases is what matters, though. I want to hear people's biased opinions.
It is. It is about that. Honesty is key, man.
Yeah. So I ain't mad at it. All right, let's do this. 2 girls, 1 pod. Yeah, my favorites really depend on mood when we talk about it. It's a good point. Like, picking my favorite song from one of these is impossible, except for... No, I agree with you on songs. I can't pick favorite songs. No, sir. No, sir. No, ma'am. Whatever. Except with CM and HT, because Window Seat will always be my favorite. Well, like, that's like Eminem, right? Or 50. I can't even tell you my favorite songs off of albums of theirs. Like, if we're going to talk about Get Rich or Die Trying, I can't give you a favorite song. I agree with her on mood. Like, if I'm in the mood, What Up Gangsta is my favorite song of all time. Like, if I'm in the, but I can also be in the mood where Many Men will be my favorite song of all time.
Many Men, yeah. Many Men, man.
Yeah. And then on the Eminem side of things, like, I can tell you my favorite album, Marshall Mathers LP. I could tell you that next week my favorite album might be the Eminem Show. I don't know, bro. I can't do songs.
Yes.
Till I Collapse
we go back
is
and forth like that all the time.
Till I Collapse is probably my all-time favorite Eminem song, if I'm being honest, because it never gets old. I still love the hook to this day. It was the most pressing. It's the song. When I heard Till I Collapse, I was in a CD shop. I was buying a CD. The Eminem Show had just dropped. My mom would not let me buy it, but they were playing it in the store. So, like, the store speakers were playing Till I Collapse, and I was like, what is this? I need this. And he was like, it's on that new Eminem Show. And I was like, I'm going to figure out a way to steal this album. I'm going to steal this from somewhere, bro. I love this record, bro. That song has always resonated with me. And I just think that it's one of the greatest rap records of all time. Nate Dogg, shout out to Nate Dogg, rest in peace.
Oh, big facts, big facts. If I had to pick a favorite M song for me, it would be The Way I Am.
Yeah, me too. If I had to.
Man,
I sit back with this pack. It is. No, it is untouchable. Even by his standards, like, it just, because this is what I'll say, no matter what mood I'm in, I love that song. I can be in a happy mood, and I love The Way I Am.
Yes, all day long, man, all day long.
That's ill, Jody. Till I Collapse is my baby girl's walkout song for softball.
Oh, that's dope.
That is dope.
Yeah.
That is dope. I like old Eminem songs. Me too.
Same.
Me too, dog.
I like it.
Me too, homie. Jody said Kill You is my favorite M song. That's a great pick.
Oh, boy. Whew. Yo, my parents found me listening to that song one day, and they were pissed, boy.
A serial killer with the, what does he say? A serial killer with the murder material, leave you cereal box on top of your stereo.
It's so bad.
I do love that song. Here we go again. We're out of our medicine, out of our minds, and we want in yours. Let us in, or I'm gonna kill you. Oh my God, bro. That is hard, bro. That's the best. And Kim. I've talked to Jody about Kim quite a few times. A lot of people don't give Kim the credit it is due because it's so sick and so demented and twisted. Yeah. But it's so beautiful. It's such a good storytelling record, bro. He does not get enough credit. Like, people be like, Stan. And I'm like, yeah, Stan is hard. But have you heard Kim?
Yep, that's art, man. That's art.
Dog. Kim might be the greatest storytelling record of all time. If I really want to get in that bag, if I really want to get into it, Kim is the greatest storytelling record maybe ever, because you don't know whether you want to turn it off or if you just want to keep listening. And it's a sick and twisted, demented story about him killing his wife. And you know what's coming, but you can't turn it off. And he plays both parts. He plays him and he plays his wife. And he talks about this whole plot of murdering his wife and her new boyfriend and what would have been their stepson. Bro, Kim is one of the best records ever.
You know what we need to do on here for them, man, for Hard Target? You know what we need to review one day, man? React to, break down, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. You're in Love.
Yeah, we do.
That phone number in the beginning.
We do. Garble said my favorite M song is Not Afraid of the Way I Am. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I got a really strong relationship with Not Afraid, even though it's played out. That song did play a part. That and Cinderella Man played a major part in saving my life. When I got off of drugs, I played it over and over and over again. Same with Cinderella Man. It gave me the confidence that I needed to get through my addiction. So I salute Not Afraid, even though I don't like listening to it today. It is still a great song, and it was a great comeback record, because when he came back from the drugs, he released Relapse. I love Relapse. It's a cult classic. Like, you either love it or hate it kind of deal. I love Relapse, but the public hated it, and he needed a record to solidify that he could be in the rap game with the likes of Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Drake, and all the people that were running and dominating at that point in time. So he did Forever with the likes of all three of those guys, and then he released Not Afraid. And Not Afraid was a banger, bro. I mean, it gave him his spot back. It gave people that nod of like respect to him again.
Recovery, that album is great.
Facts.
So good. There's a lot of really slept on good songs on that album.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I gotta go. I gotta head to the house. I love y'all.
Man.
Make sure to subscribe to my dog, Chatterzone. He's in the comments. Thank you for coming through and doing this with me, bro, as always. And
no doubt.
we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
That's right. Peace.